Overtourism was a big issue in 2024, and experts project that this coming summer of 2025 could actually be worse. So, what is overtourism? Why has it become such a pressing issue in recent
Was
years?
there a moment on a particular trip where you thought, I'm becoming really concerned about over-tourism?
Overtourism occurs when a destination receives more tourists than it can sustainably accommodate, leading to environmental degradation, strained infrastructure, and diminished quality of life for local residents. The term gained prominence in 2024 as popular destinations struggled to manage the surge in tourist numbers.
This year, nearly 100 million foreign visitors are expected, a new record.
We have been responsible in the last years of the most important percentage of growth of our economy. In 2023, we were responsible of 80% of the whole GDP growth of Spain.
It seems like the resurgence of travel post-COVID had been a major contributor to overtourism. In post-COVID era, more people are traveling than ever before. Record numbers of tourists also means there's no shortage of unruly behaviors.
Residents here in Fujikawa Guchiko are fed up with tourists behaving badly, all to get the perfect shot of the convenience store with the snow-capped volcano. As a desperate measure, the local authorities are building a barrier to block the view.
Following the lifting of COVID-19 restrictions, there was a big pent-up demand for travel, leading to unprecedented number of tourists in certain locations. This sudden influx overwhelmed many destinations, resulting in overcrowded attractions, increased pollution, and rising incidents of inappropriate tourist behavior. Overtourism has an environmental and a cultural impact. Overtourism leads to an environmental degradation such as damage of natural habitat and also increase in waste, as well as increase in cost. Culturally, overtourism can erode local traditions and displace residents.
What are some of the challenges they're facing there? Because that's an industry where they also need young people to work. They need waiting staff, they need bartender staff,
Absolutely.
they need people to work in the hotels.
I think there was a story on the BBC website not so long ago about, for example, a chef who worked in a local hotel or restaurant who was is forced to sleep in his car. I call it feeling like extras in your own movie. You know, it's suddenly a city that you love or an area that you love is completely taken over, and obviously local customs get squashed because tourists want their thing. They think they want what they're used to, a nice latte. Food wise, probably there are some demanding tastes from tourists, and if they can afford it, they'll guess what, there'll be a restaurant for them there.
These issues have sparked protests in various cities, with locals expressing frustrations over the negative impacts of overtourism in their communities. And this has resulted in some destinations undertaking strict measures in order to address overtourism. Greece plans to impose a €20 levy on cruise ship visitors to the island of Santorini and Mykonos during the peak summer season in a bid to avert overtourism. To mitigate the effects of overtourism, destinations are implementing measures such as tourist levies, caps on daily visitor numbers, and restrictions on short-term rentals. These strategies aim to control the flow of tourists, generate revenue for infrastructure improvement, and preserve the quality of life for local residents.
Every city is currently trying to manage tourism. Is it positive for the city? Yes, but you do reach a point where it no longer brings any added value.
At the end of the day, as tourists, we have to acknowledge that the locals are why the attraction is attractive. But too often, tourists like to separate the two. Other overcrowded destinations are also implementing stricter strategies in order to combat overtourism. Cities like Venice are introducing measures such as day tripper taxes to manage tourist numbers and generate funds for maintenance and preservation efforts. These policies are designed to encourage more sustainable tourism practices and reduce strain on local resources. So are there ways to help alleviate overtourism and also promote alternative destinations? As popular tourist destinations struggle with overtourism, lesser-known countries are actively seeking more visitors in order to boost their economies. So travelers can also help in combating overtourism by choosing lesser-known destinations and engaging in sustainable practices like eco-tours or supporting local businesses. Countries like Taiwan and Kenya are actively promoting the unique offerings to attract more tourists. So, in conclusion, Overtourism is not just a passing issue, it's a global challenge that demands immediate and sustained action. From its roots in the post-pandemic travel boom to its far-reaching environmental and cultural consequences, overtourism has left a lasting impact on most of the world's beloved destinations. However, there's still hope. There's great efforts being undertaken by both locals and tourists in these destinations. The future of tourism depends on our collective commitment to balance both exploration and preservation. By adopting mindful travel and supporting sustainable tourism initiatives, we can all play a part in safeguarding the beauty of our world for generations to come. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you.